Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Daggers. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. So whenever ELMINSTER came out, I didn't have a whole lot of time to record a whole lot of videos. So what I did was I recorded the campaign. And today what we're going to do is we're going to commentate over top of the campaign. But I'm going to do something a little bit different and try this out, see how it works. I'm going to run it back at double speed because it was about a 40-minute video. So I don't really want to sit here and talk for 40 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the campaign back at about double speed. And I'm just going to kind of comment about some of the things that happened during the campaign and just kind of give some thoughts. So let's jump right in here. This is the campaign that came with the D&D collaboration for ELMINSTER in Dragonheir Silent Gods. So here we go. All right. So you can see I have Dritz in my party, of course. Can't do anything without Dritz. And here's where the first time we meet ELMINSTER. He's a humble wizard, worn out by the journey, and he would love something to eat. So they've definitely hit the tropes. And of course, I can't give ELMINSTER, not good food. Thought about giving him some wine, but end up just going with some seafood. Definitely think that that's something ELMINSTER would enjoy. Baldur's Gate was, the last time I interacted with ELMINSTER, and several of the things that that you can see in the dialogue here remind me of some of the things from Baldur's Gate. Now they're talking about the Dragoliches. He mentioned Mistra sending him. Now they get into the penultima, which ties into the storyline for Season 2 in Dragonheir. So they're kind of trying to tie the two stories together a little bit, with this being just a side quest, basically. Compared to being part of the main quest in Dragonheir. Now we go to a tavern. ELMINSTER loves taverns. Talking about dragon aberrations. The Child of Chaos, which is us, as our character in Dragonheir. Seems like half the time the people we're talking to don't realize that we are the Child of Chaos, or at least we have part of the Child of Chaos in us. Everybody always trying to steal our thunder. What the heck is up with that? Usually I give the dialogue lines of, being the good guy. But every now and then I see one that makes me laugh, and I'm like, yes, I am the Child of Chaos. Bow to me, or something like that. And I'll choose that. Just because it's amusing. And so you see some of this is traversal. We're fighting our first Dracolich, which I thought was really cool. They created unique mobs that had not been in the game before. They modeled them, gave them animations. All of these are new mobs. So this was really, really good. So I kind of just went with the team that I was using early on to clear some generic content. Not the strongest team. But it kind of covers me with a protection from debuffs, plenty of healing. So you see that fight was not difficult. ELMINSTER, our buddy. Oh yeah, these demented dragons that are only half alive and tainted with chaos. And it falls apart. I know the animations in this game are not like top-notch or anything, but I like them. They're just amusing, I guess. I like the art style of this game a lot. I know that, especially for a mobile game, it has pretty good graphics. For some of the other PC games I've played, doesn't have the best graphics, but I enjoy it. So ELMINSTER knows about the Copper Dragon. He knows about some of the dragons that we fought in Caesar 1. It's kind of what they're talking about here, but these Dracoliches are slightly different. What did it leave behind? So we're going to go over here and check and see what the quest item is. We have some dragon bones, I believe, if I remember correctly. Ah, yes, some of the chaos power. There we go, some dragon bones. Chaos. So ELMINSTER, not apparently familiar with chaos. Not something that Mistra typically has to deal with, apparently. Lots of other types of magic, but definitely necromancy and other stuff, as you can see with Sandmaster. And now we get a little bit of the backstory. You kind of find out a little bit of, there's a mention of Sandmaster, a mighty wizard, devised this spell after falling into necromancy. And then it ties into the lore of Dragonheir, because in the past, the Child of Chaos had used undead dragons as well to, fight against the new gods. So we feel power resonating. We're going to go follow the quest marker. I like how they reuse sections of the map. And then just kind of put these in out of the way places and in caves that either weren't there before or that we didn't really use much, or maybe had a chest in them or something like that. And so here I wanted to try and talk to the Draco Lich. Oh, look at that. Nat 20. You gotta love it. Doesn't usually happen to me. It's never happened to me on the Horn. Oh my gosh. I've been waiting 4 months I've been playing this game. Still don't have nothing from the Horn. I'm sure lots of people are in that same boat, but that's why I didn't think I'd have any chance to actually pull Elminster the same rates as you get on the Horn, and 4 months without pulling anything on the Horn. So this little crazy Draco Lich wants its bones back. So we're going to give it to him. We're going to be nice. I wasn't sure if this was going to cause a fight or not. He's getting some memories. Oh, the Child of Chaos created the Dragon Rage. Fell, raised by him, died over and over again. That doesn't sound very pleasant. It definitely sounds like it would make the dragons go crazy. Then I guess if you use those dragons in some sort of, necromancy, and you try and raise Draco Liches with the bones of dragons that magically insane, this is what you get. Yep, see? Elminster's putting it together. The second coming's upon us, but they're a little weak and kind of crazy. But there's quite a few of them. We're just waiting for them to get to the point where Elminster reveals that he knows who this is all along. We knew who it was all along, based on all the marketing and the boss fight and everything. So here we go. We're going to see what the Chaos Power, where it tells us to go next. Always like some free rewards. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I actually saw this area on the map in Season 1, and I wondered what it was for, because it was actually blocked off. This area you couldn't get to, that little valley right there, just ended, and there was nothing behind it. Or it looked like there was nothing behind it, but now there is. So, and here we're going to go take on some of these Drakestone Golems, it said. So again, new mobs. Really enjoyed, these were very small fights and not hard, but let's say I appreciate the effort that the devs went to create some unique mobs for this D&D collaboration. They didn't have to. They could have reskinned, other undead mobs or something like that. But I really like that they know it's not the best. These fights aren't hard. There's not tons of animations. They kind of put that into the boss fight. Really put everything there. But it's appreciated, I guess, as a D&D fan, as someone, who kind of started this game because of the Dritz event. Yeah, I'm enjoying the attention to detail that they're putting in here. Even if it's not the most spectacular or amazing thing, there's just enough fan service here that, and so, I thought this was the wrong choice to hand the bones over to him. But I decided to choose it anyway, and I'm really glad I did. So Elminster starts coughing, trying to get our attention. I roll a nat 1, but luckily I have enough bonuses there. So I let Elminster draw me off to the side and tell me that it's not a good idea to give this guy the bones. I'm not sure if this would have happened anyway. If you decide not to give them to him, if this same, plays out the same way, I won't know because I'm not going to create a second account. And, yeah. So here we go. He's going to do a magic spell on the bones. ELMINSTER, the greatest mage. Going to trick this stupid necromancer. Make sure that whatever ritual he does trying to raise this Draco Lich is not going to work. So we let ELMINSTER do the spell. We come back to the dragon, or the necromancer, and we give him the... Well, we have to go in and get the materials for the ritual, and then he's going to complete the ritual. Tome of the Dragon by Sandmaster. So here is where you get a little bit of the backstory. You learn about Sandmaster, how he grew obsessed with necromancy. Mistra at first trusted him, but then he found an ancient prophecy and decided to try and make it come true, which is usually the way of prophecies, right? Is it fate? Are they self-fulfilling? Once you put it out there, will someone try to complete the prophecy? Anyway, so Sandmaster became a lich, has been defeated and resurrected multiple times. They thought that he was completely destroyed the last time. And then Penultima becomes tied up in it. So here we get some notes on the Dragon Rage War. All right, so we're going to give all the supplies back. He's going to do the ritual, and it's not going to work. Ha ha. Anyway. Like I said, this story is not the, most interesting story. The writing is not the best. Definitely not playing this game for the story. But like I said, there's a few little things in there, some of the touches that they put in that I appreciate as a fan, and made it at least worthwhile. And maybe want to come back here and do this kind of commentary over top of the campaign storyline that comes along with this ELMINSTER event. I didn't do this for the Dritz event. I was brand new. I wasn't planning on making videos, and I just jumped in, started playing the game. I'd actually thought about making videos a time or two before, but, frankly, it's been this game that I've really enjoyed playing, and thought that there was some content that I could make, and started a channel to put out some information on this game. Eventually, I want to try a few other games that I enjoy playing and see if people will enjoy that content or not. But here we find out it's definitely Sandmaster riding a Draco Lich. And I think this guy, if I remember, oh, no, I thought he realized that we were the Child of Chaos, but maybe he didn't. Or maybe he was the one who said that he thought we were a fake Child of Chaos. Not sure why I put Trollgar in there. I can't remember, but maybe just for fun. I hardly ever use him. Probably I didn't need the healing from Garius, and I just dropped in whoever I had. Alright, so that was a quick, easy fight. Sandmaster. Never expected to see him again. Yeah, definitely a talented wizard, but, kind of like Voldemort, Not a good wizard, but a very talented one. So here you get the backstory. Oh, yes, he drew the attention of Bane. So Bane, Ball, definitely. If you're familiar with Baldur's Gate or some of the lore of the Forgotten Realms, the Dead Three, Merkel, Bane, and Ball, the Baldur's Gate story, all three games, the old ones and the new one, all revolve in some fashion around those three gods. So definitely, again, that type of fan service there, I really enjoyed it. Just, I don't know, hit me. You know what I mean? Like, just, it was good. while I acknowledge that the writing overall is not, anything impressive, I've probably read worse than some of the books that I've downloaded from Kindle Unlimited for free. So some of them have been pretty bad, the writing in there. And here we have, the villain monologue, how he will no longer be contained, blah, blah, blah. The power of God's within his grasp. So he's not going to stand down. We're going to have to teach him a lesson. So, he used chaos power to be neither alive nor dead. So a little bit different. That's how they tweaked the lore to allow him to come into Dragonheir and come into Identity, this realm. Again, there's some decent lore in this game. Again, it's not something I've paid a ton of attention to, but just having gone through the campaign, gone through the storyline, it's it's good enough, and I appreciate that they found a way within the canon of the story to make the seasons make sense. I really wasn't sure how they would do that, but the Child of Chaos being reborn in different eras, it makes a lot of sense. So you're playing the same map just at different times. So anyway, Sandmaster should be worshipped. Elminster's smacking him down like only our genius wizard can. The man, the myth, the legend, Elminster Almar. And here we go. The first time that we fight the boss. We're fighting Sandmaster riding on the Dracolich in phase 1. Didn't want to build a team all the way around Elminster, just because I knew I was recording it. Didn't want to take the time, so just left the rest of my team in there as it was. Maybe not the most efficient, not getting all the team up bonuses, but hey, this wasn't going to be a hard fight. I knew it was just a campaign boss or a story boss, so nothing that the team I had in there couldn't handle, especially with multiple legendaries. But two of them being the D&D characters, Dritz and Elminster, that were very easy to get. Faesa, I got lucky during my the tickets that we got at the beginning of the season. I forget what that's called now again. The Fourth Faring Summons, I think it was. But yeah, during those tickets, I got Faesa. And then in season 1, I was lucky enough to get Cilia on, I think it was like 6 pools or 8 pools or something like that on one of those blessed banners. So that was really lucky. I was actually trying to pull for Catherine because she was on that banner, and I had no one that could do prevent debuff immunity. So I just wanted an epic, and so I thought, I'm just going to pull singles. I'm going to hope I can get lucky, and it was like, I forget, 6th or 7th pull, and I got a Cilia, who has, immunity to debuffs and heals, and God, she's amazing. Pair her with Garius, and I can keep just about any team alive. So once I get Ardreth, yeah, I'm going to be pretty set for tanks and healers on Radiance, even without Catherine. Definitely hope to get Catherine at some point. All right, so Sandmaster's dead. Not sure if he's coming back, but like I said, gave Elminster a little bit of grief, but the dialogue's great. I do think they say mayhap and methinks just a little bit too much. They could have dialed that back a little bit. I get that it's going for a certain vibe. So we're going to head back to a tavern. We're going to get us some of the Elminster Special Brew. Elminster's Choice, that's what it was called. That's actually lore in D&D. As part of his travels, there was a beer that was made and named after him. By the time we awaken, Elminster's gone. Thankfully, he did pay the bill. I enjoy that. See, those little things like that, I don't know why. I appreciate that. It gets me. All right, so that is the end of the campaign. It's been about 20-minute video so far, so I'm going to wrap this up. I know I rambled a bit. Hopefully it gives, anyone who cared to listen through this whole thing a chance to maybe get to know me a little bit better, or just, what I think about the game in general. I went off on a couple of tangents. So anyway, if you're still here at this point, liking and subscribing goes a long way. Still a new channel. I'm doing this really for the fun of trying to make some content for the love of the game. I'm really enjoying Dragonheir Silent Gods. Again, it's the first time I've played a mobile game in a couple years. I used to get sucked into a lot of mobile games. I hadn't, but this one, doesn't. It is a mobile game, but it has some features that go beyond that. And I'm able to play it on PC most of the time, kind of while I'm working on other things, and it's just really nice. So anyway, rambling again. You guys have a wonderful day. And again, like, subscribe, comment if you're still here. Later.